told me Shannon was at her girlfriend's house.
Do we know who that is?
Do we know
Or
who?
phone number?
He didn't say.
He told me that Shania didn't take the girls to school this morning because she was gonna go on a play date, but her car's here.
What's Chris's phone number?
910-309-1702.
Okay. It was Chris, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Chris, Officer Coonrod for a police permit. Pretty good. So, do you have any idea where your wife is? Right. What my concern is, her car is here. They're saying she's diabetic, and I don't want her. Is diabetic. Unknown if she is home though. Husband is on his way. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything out of place. I'm not hearing kid. I'm not hearing anything. What's Shannon's number? I don't hear the phone ring or anything.
The neighbor has a camera system. The neighbor over there said he has a camera. We asked him if he could see if he was able to see a ship about the house.
Shannon, are you home? Police department, if anyone's inside, make yourself known. Police department, if anyone's inside, make yourself known.
Yeah, you'd think they were here. The kids or someone would respond though. You'd hear some kind of noise.
That's it.
Scott, how you doing? So this is the only vehicle she would have?
Only one that, yeah.
She would drive? Okay.
The girl's car seats are in the car too, so she left with the friend, she would have took the car seats. Chris is in the house, we're standing outside at the police office. Will we go in the house?
I mean, that's up to him. It's his house.
Nikki, I'll give you permission to walk in my daughter's house.
Matter of fact, come in, Chris. But you checked upstairs. She's not there. I just want to make sure she's not passed out somewhere. You mind if I look around? Right. You're fine. We're checking the house. What's that? Oh. Any friends you know she would be hanging out
What
with?
it do,
I mean,
YouTube?
her parents are out of
These my
state.
work glasses.
Across country, North Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's not happening.
I'll be be in
They're
there.
likely to sleep if they don't leave anywhere without it.
Nothing else.
Got this
Missing,
suit.
though, just stuff you take for a quick trip.
Her phone's here? Her phone's here.
Does she work?
Yeah, she works from home.
Oh, from home?
She works distance to life room. You know where that's going?
I don't know her passcode.
We don't need drugs. We
Does the
don't
baby
need
do that?
alcohol.
She doesn't ever black out or have seizures or anything like
No,
that.
it's a long time ago. It happened. She had a car wreck with that. I believe that's what happened. But
And I know
it's not
that
fixed
you
for my
love
wreck. She took
me.
more Anatrax this last month than she ever had before, but that's because she was on Toronto, busy,
Mm-hmm.
and everything like that. She was there for 6 weeks, and we got back Monday or Tuesday, and then she flew out to
Dude,
Arizona
crazy.
Friday morning, and then she got back last night about 2 a.m. Like I delayed, she left about 11. She got here at 2.
Because you told me that she went on a play date with the girl.
That's what they told me.
Daddy said you told her that.
That she left with friends was she left. She wanted to go to the friend's house with the kids. That's why they weren't at school.
I mean, said you told her that she left in the middle of the night.
They don't even know. I have no clue at whatsoever why she wouldn't take herself home. I doesn't make any sense at all. I'm lost. I don't know where she's at, where the kids are.
Your neighbor.
Your neighbor, he has cameras. He said the only people that left the house was here in the morning. He said they're shut up. That's all he got. Okay. But we will have to.
Dispatch for 911, you can cancel medical if they're staged.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Fill the Rex and everything right here.
There's a pool right down there.
Yeah. You guys have any kind of issues, marital issues, or
We're going through separation.
do you guys file yet or anything, or just talking?
No, we're gonna sell the house.
Now is that going
It's going to
still for the most part, or does your wife go to that swimming pool often, or?
It just depends. I mean, on a hot day like this, I wouldn't know. At 5:27 a.m., the overhead garage door 2 was left open and never.
Jason Yares worked to benefit landlords and his wealthy donors, using power to help himself, not us.
Shut. They're either like when I pulled away and shut the door.
Just chilling.
It'll show when you got there.
I'm just
Either the
cooling.
sensor's tripping out, which has happened before, but that replaces.
On this
Be able to pull up
Saturday night.
Go up and see who's within the front door.
Oh, Mickey.
That was you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just vibing out, man. Watching YouTube. That's it, brother. I need to start putting a poll in here or something so
Any of her
people can
clothes, anything like that missing?
It didn't look like she went through and packed up the
Get
bag
that
or anything.
down.
All that at the bottom, so it'd be kind of hard to tell if she took.
Did she tell you anything about leaving, moving out?
Not moving out. Last time I talked to her was this morning. She said she was gonna take the kids to a friend's house, and then she asked where she was gonna be. I've texted her today. I never heard anything. But the car's here. The car came through here. Unless somebody came pick her up. The people that I know,
But
I've heard from nobody's seen.
Right. Definitely an odd one. Where does she normally go to?
I mean, just like drive where like make sure we don't take the kids to school. People that I know that live down, people that Kristen lives down that way. I mean, that's the only routes I know she would take.
Does she go to their house frequently, or?
And not much, but if anything is smart, just drive around, see if I mean,
Yeah, probably not, because, I mean, you don't know what car she's in, where she's at. I mean, obviously, you're not gonna see her car that's here. Well, I've got my detective coming, just because this was kind of an odd situation. It would try to get her pinpointed down, find a friend or something. Does she have any medical conditions other than lupus?
fibromyalgia, rosacea,
No, like recent, is she taking any kind of medication?
Imitrex for migraine, and some Monteg class for like allergies, stuff like that.
Nate, who was Chris Watts' next-door neighbor at the time, was actually one of the first to suspect something was wrong, and he voiced his concerns to police immediately after showing them his security camera footage, specifically noting that Chris Watts was acting off and not like himself. Nate actually played a pivotal role in the early stages of the Watts family murder investigation by alerting police to suspicious behavior. His home security system, which included a motion-triggered camera facing the street and part of Chris's driveway, truly did end up playing a key role. When Officer Coonrod of the Frederick Police Department arrived, Chris Watts, of course, appeared oddly calm and unbothered, especially for someone whose entire family had just vanished and disappeared into thin air. After, of course, the initial walkthrough that you just saw, Officer Coonrod asked to view any neighbor surveillance footage that might help locate Shanann and the children or give clues about her departure. This is when Chris and the officer walked over to Nate's house.
Tell him I'll be there in just a minute. What's that?
Nothing wrong there. Loading my stuff up in my coolers, my water jugs, my book bag, my computers, some of the tools that I have from the toolbox. I knew I was gonna have to do some pumping into rubbers today.
Is this on continually?
Yep.
Recording?
Yep, any motion event that happens, but I get cars driving from this street, this is him at 517.
Usually it's hard. I'll be on the side, I just want to get everything in. Be easier, so loading everything out there, all the tools that I had to bring in.
My detective just showed up, but he'll probably want to talk to you. He probably, he said he might have you call at the bank and see if there's any kind of activity.
Because if there is any sort of action out
None of his cameras,
I would have got it.
like, I had issues the other week when people were kind of killing stuff out of like garages and stuff like that. There's someone, he was going to try to jimmy with a flathead screwdriver.
Any action would have happened, any cars or anything left your house, I would have.
I'm like right in there, just sort of picking.
Oh, it won't pick up anything coming down the street. This way,
You know what that tree right there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That was the start of the video. I didn't pick her up going into the house though.
And I usually pick him up when he comes walking through here. So it doesn't show her walking into the house. But nothing, no cars came through, because I guarantee with the headlights, it picked up the headlights.
Oh, yeah. I think when Nikki's son, he may try to move the door around, maybe when they were trying to get in the garage door. And if I broke the laser there,
Well, I know he said the front door he tried going in, but he had the lock up.
that's
So
for
that's
the get out.
right. All right, appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Hopefully it comes up, dude.
No, but you just want to go talk to him. I'm going to get his info real quick.
Not that.
No.
Never back far, and if you look, and it doesn't look like you came from my head, it looks like you came from down the street. The other thing that doesn't make sense is why would you pull past the park? You can see him pull past,
Are you able to record this?
or watch us and then get out. When he walked back and forth a couple times. To be honest with you, my wife and I were kind of wondering when she was on vacation if something happened, because I've heard them pull out screaming at each other at the top of their lungs, and it gets crazy.
And that's pretty recently.
West, and that's why she went and visited people, because she wanted to get away from the situation. It just seems kind of odd to me. Why would he pull that stuff up and look for that? I've never seen him. If he loads his stuff, he normally just walks back and forth until they get him on camera. All he usually has is a lunchbox and a book bag, looks like a computer, and usually a water jug. That's it. But the fact that he was in here and explaining to it over and over and over, he doesn't look worried. It looks like he's trying to cover his tracks.
Yeah, but I mean, put yourself in his situation.
Oh, I agree.
You know, anyone's gonna be nervous. You don't know what to do.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying the way he told you 3 times what he brought with him, why is he telling you exactly what he brought with him instead of saying, oh, they didn't see anybody out here, they didn't see anybody doing anything? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he so worried about you knowing what he's carrying out? That's all I'm saying.
What's that? He's talking to him right now. Okay. Did you tell your mother-in-law that she went to a friend's today? Yeah. What friend?
So she went to a friend's house, but that's all I knew.
Who was she supposed to go to?
That's all she told me. That she's going to her friend's house to take care of
When did she tell you that?
the morning when we were talking about it at 5 o'clock.
The stuff she had last night.
Yep. What's this? That's just stuff I had already done. Is that your stuff? Yeah, that's the stuff I was gonna give to people because they'll fit me in on all these years. Yeah, it's like 38s. They're way too big now. Okay, well, just call anybody if you hear anything from her. Otherwise, I'm gonna start putting together just in case we pull the trigger for a missing person. Yeah, I'm gonna try to run some things down using her phone and then see if we can't find somebody. If nobody heard anything at all, then they'll probably pull the trigger a little bit quicker. Go that route, so.
What about bank account checking into that? Do we need account numbers or anything, or info?
Yeah, find a getting credit card. That's why I was asking about the credit card that they were missing, but there's none of yours are missing either.
Cash? Do she usually carry cash with her, or no?
Oh, that's great, man. So I'll get your numbers. We'll be in touch. We want us to be in touch.
This is a pretty current picture.
No.
No?
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think.
Possibly. I mean, it didn't pick her up going in from when you dropped her off.
I know she made it in the house, but I waited till she shut the front door.
Right. But his video just showed you
Yeah.
backing out, so there's a gap there that didn't pick up.
Do you want to talk to the police officer? This is your mother.
Oh?
No.
What is your name? Sandra? Can you spell your last name for me? So how would you describe their relationship recently? That's kind of the impression everyone's telling me. We're not finding her purse. Yeah, we're gonna look back there. No, yeah, we're just trying to figure out if she's missing at this point. All right, yeah, as soon as we figure something out, we will let you know. Right. Bye.
Do this, right?
The drama began shortly after the Frederick Police Department received a call from Nicole Atkinson, the best friend of Shannon Watts. She had arranged to drive Shannon into town that same day for a pregnancy checkup, but there was no answer when she knocked at the door, nor any response to her text messages or phone calls. After noticing her shoes were still at the front door, she became concerned and called 911.
Nicole?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on?
So my friend, we were out of town for a business trip this weekend,
All right.
and I dropped her off at 2 o'clock this morning. She's 15 weeks pregnant. She wasn't feeling well, and she had a doctor's appointment this morning at 9, and I told her to let me know if she needed me to take her. She's got 2 little girls. I called, I texted. Her car's in the garage. Her shoes she wears every single day right in the front door.
How you doing? You seen your neighbors today? No? Okay. What's Chris's phone number?
Chris's phone number is
Hey, Chris, Officer Coonrod for the police department. Pretty good. So, do you have any idea where your wife is? Right. What my concern is, her car's here. They're saying she is diabetic, and I don't want her. She's upstairs and can't respond. Okay. I'll fly out.
Real deal, that nigga crazy. as hell.
The follow-up Wisconsin prison interview with Chris Watts conducted on February 18th, 2019, was a critical moment in the Watts family murder investigation. This interview took place 3 months after Chris Watts was sentenced to 5 life terms, and it was the first time he gave a full, unfiltered confession about how he murdered his pregnant wife Shanann Watts and their 2 daughters Bella and Celeste. This interview was conducted at the Dodge Correctional Institution in Waupun, Wisconsin by FBI Special Agent Graham Coder and CBI Agent Tammy Lee, who had been involved with the case from the start. Just to give you some context as to why the interview happened, after Chris Watts pleaded guilty in November 2018 to avoid the death penalty, the full truth of how and why the murders occurred was still a mystery. Investigators and the public had many unanswered questions. In particular, how did he kill them? What was the true sequence of events? And why did he do it? Tammy Lee and Graham Coder approached Chris in prison months later, hoping he might now be ready to open up, especially with nothing left to lose. Why Chris Watts opened up? Number 1, emotional isolation and guilt. By this point, Chris had been cut off from the outside world, sitting in solitary confinement, reflecting on what he had done. He was reportedly haunted by dreams of his daughters and felt increasing pressure from the weight of his guilt. Number 2, relationship with investigators. Chris Watts had previously shown a strange comfort level with both Coder and Lee during earlier interrogations. He had actually bonded slightly with Graham Coder in particular, who had taken a calm, non-confrontational approach. That exact trust helped lower Chris's defenses. And number 3, interview strategy. Both Tammy Lee and Graham Coder used strategic rapport-based techniques and avoided direct accusations. They presented the interview as an opportunity to help people understand, including Chris's family, and tell the truth one last time. They stressed that it was his choice and there was no legal penalty or reward. In this follow-up prison interview, both Tammy Lee and Coder made use of these interview techniques. Cognitive interviewing. They asked Chris Watts to recount his day from start to finish, including these small details. This method often triggers spontaneous truth-telling and contradictions when someone is fabricating a story. Minimization. Both agents subtly downplay the horror of the crime to make it easier for Chris to confess, stating things like, quote, "We're not here to judge you, we just want to understand," end quote. That is a classic technique to reduce the suspect's fear of condemnation, letting him lead. Chris Watts was often allowed to speak without interruption. They gave him long silences to fill, which is a well-known tactic to get more detail from a suspect. Validation and empathy. Again, both Tammy Lee and Graham Coder showed false empathy, saying things like, "It must have been really hard carrying that around this long," or "Your parents deserve to know." These techniques built rapport and made Chris feel it was safe to unburden himself.
We're not here for what you might think we might be here for. So you remember, I talked to you, Tammy talked to you, Dave talked to you. We're all from Colorado. And so the last time we talked to you was a different situation, right? Our investigation was open and your case was open. That's completely different now. So your case is completely closed. Nothing about what we're going to talk about today has anything to do with an open investigation. So we're not here to get more charges on you or get any statements from you that are going to jam you up anymore. Right? That's all done. So all of our cases are closed and the court case is closed. So there's nothing that we're going to talk about today that's going to get you in any type of trouble. No. And so I wanted to make sure you knew that's not why we're here.
Good.
Okay. that's why we're here today. We wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit more about everything. You know, I think there's a lot of things that you can get to talk about, and so, you know, that's why we're here. We're going to talk about some hard issues today, but I don't intend to take you to a dark place today. I hope that when we're done, you'll feel better. I hope it'll be therapeutic. We're going to talk about, obviously, what happened with your family. So that's going to be hard to talk about. I appreciate anything you tell me about it. If you need to take time out, if you need to get a tissue, that's fine, right? I think it'll be very good for you, and it'll be good for us. And let me be very clear. Not only are we not here to jam you up today, we're also not here to judge you. And if there is anything like that, you can imagine we've heard way worse, way different, way, you know. So if it's true, I hope that you can just casually say, yeah, I mean, this happened, it wasn't as bad as he said, but maybe this happened. You feel comfortable enough today to tell us if there were other people?
Yeah, it was just Nicole.
That was it. So Nicole was the only one?
That was the one.
Was there ever like a one night stand with someone else just out of the blue and one and done? Okay. All right. But talk a little bit more about the role. So walk me through it, because that was one of the things we never got to ask about.
Right, we didn't talk
And,
about
you know, talked about where the girls were, but so what happened there?
So it was probably around like June 1st or something. That's when I first met her. And it was just like a work conversation. She messed with the gas meters that, you know, were out in the field. And I was messing up, and then I took it to her like, hey, you know, what's going on with this? Like, I'm gonna fix it. You know, after that, you know, we just ran into each other a few times in the office, and I think it was probably the fourth time meeting. She had asked me, because like when we were talking back and forth, I would say, you know, like we moved here from Colorado or from North Carolina and stuff like that, and then she's like, what's all this weed stuff you come took on my phone and showed her a picture, like, well, my girl's on the phone. It's like, oh, okay. Like, so, like, yeah, like, you know, I didn't wear a ring to work because like, I sent off so I get refitted when I lost on the way. So that left me alone for a couple days. Then she texted me outside the field, and then after that we just kept texting back and forth. And it was just, you know, just like, you know, like she used to work in a low rig out in North Dakota thing, and we just kind of trading stories back and forth about what we did and everything. And then one day it just kind of went to a different level, and then I never thought I would ever go to that level, but she was talking about meeting up after we got back from San Diego. Yeah, San Diego from the 22nd to the 26th of June, and we met up after we got back, and
How did you guys meet up?
at work in Orton. Work somewhere. And after that, we just kept seeing each other pretty much the whole month of July.
When you guys were meeting, it was just kind of very initiatory, like flirting at first, okay, from both sides.
Yeah, it was just kind of like feeling each other out. It's kind of like
And so, texts, any calls?
more near the end of June.
Okay.
I just thought it was just flirting. I didn't think it was actually like something that would actually.
Yeah. What did she know about you? Did she know you were married at first?
She did once I showed her the pictures on the phone. Yeah, on the, like, you know, the home screen picture.
So was your wife in that picture, or was it just your girl?
It was just my girls right there, but my wife was the lock screen.
Oh.
So she knew I was married with my kids.
Are you aware that she said she didn't know you were married? What did you think about that?
It was like just trying to save face, trying to, you know, I was just trying to. And some of my sisters said it was like just trying to keep things together.
Yeah.
Just trying. She phrased it a different way, but just kind of like it's like ground control, just trying to control everything that's going on around her. I'm sure she got bombarded by all kinds of different sides from the media and everything. So
Do you wish you could talk to her?
maybe once, just to
get some closure?
Just to say like, hey, you know, just once.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry this all happened. I'm sorry. I'm not sure like what happened like afterwards, like what you went through, like if you had like counseling, if you're like, you know, different state, if you had to leave everything behind. I just wanted to let you know I'm sorry that something was not happening or happening to somebody else too.
I'm sure she's getting bombarded like everyone else, so.
And hopefully it's calmed down since, but I'm sure like I just hope she can like I'm like, there's like normalcy for her, since she's on the outside, but hoping it can get that way at some point.
Can I ask kind of another question?
Yeah.
Did you love it?
I felt like it was true.
Yeah. I think so too. I think it was the same for her. Do you call her Nikki or Nicole? Guess you do.
I would call her Nikki.
Okay.
I know there's so many Nikki and Nicoles in this.
Right.
I got confused.
So we'll call her Nikki. Okay. So then with Nikki, was it different?
It just seemed like I was more in control, it seemed like. And that never happened. Like, she actually, like, asked me, like my opinion on a lot of things, just, like, what I wanted to do, and just kind of, like, okay.
And so did it feel more like an equal partnership or?
It seemed like it.
Yeah. Okay. So then when it was date night, would you guys talk about it? Would you ask to go somewhere? Would she say, I want to go somewhere? Was it two things?
The first time we went out, it was to a movie over at the Orchard, the 144th over there, and I asked her, like, hey, you want to go see this movie? And, like, yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. And we got there, it was sold out, and, normally probably just have, just wait 2 hours, like, just go home, but now she just wanted to walk around and just talk. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So that was different, and, I think she wanted to go to the car museum, Shelby Museum in Boulder. I've never been there.
That's right up your alley.
Oh, yeah. That was just like, that was awesome. Just walk around cars for like an hour or so. And then, drag race in Vandermeer.
Okay.
I haven't been to a drag race since 2008. And then, went to camping in Sand Dunes National Park. And I'd never been camping. I always wanted to do it.
So she's a completely new type of person and relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you thinking this whole time? Like,
in the back of my head, I was telling myself, what are you doing? Like, every time, I open up my phone, I can see pictures, like, of my wife and my kids, and just like, what am I doing? And then, like, every time I was with her, it seemed like I didn't think. It seemed like it was like a blinder that was in my face.
Oh.
I was there at her house pretty much every night. So it was like I didn't have that time at home just to really think about anything. Because literally, I didn't, I was only at home from when I got home from work, I worked out, I ate dinner, and then I was never out. I never slept in my house. The whole month of July.
Now, talking through that though, when you said you went home and then you were at her house, was that while Chanel was gone? Oh, okay. So you weren't even at your house?
No.
This all happened so quickly, didn't it?
It was insane quickly. I didn't she even told me she would never, a normal relationship, she would never have somebody over her house more than once or twice a week, but she felt like she wanted me over there.
Yeah.
She said she felt comfortable there.
Yeah. We talked about the hardest subject. So when we were talking, the last time we talked, the last thing we talked about was where the girls were. We never really got to talk about that night. What happened?
So nothing really happened that night. It was important. It was, me and Shanann, she got home at 2 o'clock. And, I felt pretty good in the bed. And I just felt like I really didn't but I just to make sure I looked at my phone at 2 o'clock to make sure she's up right, she's in there. And I kind of feel her kind of stirring around a little bit. I just had a feeling that she knew what was going on. But I mean, obviously, I didn't I had a gift card, that I had to use my actual credit card. And I kind of just felt like she knew what was going on. And she started rubbing her hand on me, and we ended up having sex. But I guess that was more like a test.
Oh.
I would have thought.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because when we talked, when I woke up later on in the morning, I pretty much, told her, I didn't think it was going to work anymore. And she was like, what was last night,
Mm-hmm.
So I figured that must be called a test after I've gone through everything.
Makes sense.
And she just told me, to get off of her. And she was like, I knew there was somebody else, somebody else. I couldn't just say, yes, there is somebody else, but
Wayfair's 3 glow-ups for every outdoor space. First, create instant shade in a snap. Next, add comfy seating the whole family can enjoy. And don't forget the fun factor with games for all ages. All your outdoor upgrades delivered free and easy. Shop everything outdoor at Wayfair.com.
The difference between an average morning and a Hardee's morning is hearty goodness that lasts till lunchtime, like our smoked sausage biscuit and Frisco breakfast sandwich. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Said, never gonna see a kid again, never gonna see them again, get off me, don't hurt, and then that was good, like, when I climbed in bed, that was pretty much, like, on top, pretty much like straddling her, doing. Okay. Just thought I was gonna, like, hurt her or baby or something, so, because she knew that, like, something had happened, thought I was just trying to, just check out or something, so.
Can you walk me through just the last few minutes before Shanann died?
It was pretty much just, like, I had gotten dressed for work, and then, like, we started talking.
Did she come to you?
No, I was just right there in bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was just like, I got my blue shirt on, I'm not eating her, and I was ready to go.
Was she asleep, or did you have to wake her up to finish your conversation, or?
Wake her up, because, like, she got on, like, 2 o'clock, so she pretty much had to. But I never knew, like, if her plane got delayed. Someone always told me, like, she just, like, sat around with Nicole, just, like, talked for a while, and then came home or something. I'm not sure if that was delayed. Yeah. But, when she came home and everything, but, yeah, like, I woke her up to talk to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is that because it was just eating at your...
Yeah, like, I knew, like, something, like, and something just felt right with me. So I know, like, she knew. I just knew she.
So walk me through it though, because she comes home, you guys have sex, you fall asleep, then you wake up for work, all natural, all, a normal day's work type thing. What was it that made you think, I just can't do this anymore, I have to talk to her?
I was eating away at me, like, I knew, like, something, I knew everything that I did, like, I know, like, when I was with Nikki, it was, different, like, I wasn't even, like, in the realm of, I'm a dad, I'm a husband type thing.
Oh.
And then, like I was saying, when I'm never at home, like, sleeping in my own bed, like, I have no, like, concept of that anymore.
Interesting. Your mind and heart, you can let them go.
Like, it kind of felt like if I wasn't at home, like, I didn't think about it, almost. Cause, like, if I wasn't sleeping on my own, but, like, I think there was at one point, like, Nikki had gone to the mountains with her friends for, like, a few days, like, into June, first part of July. And then, like, that part, obviously I was home. But, like, from that whole month of July on, it was like, I was never at home. Like, I never had all those reminders. I never had, like, every time my wife called me, I would be at Nick's house.
While she was in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would, like, walk outside, talk to her, like, when I was next to the car or something like that. I would never be at home looking, like, have all these pictures around me, just being in the same bed, seeing my kid, seeing everything that we know for the last 6 years.
Well, and it seems as though, and again, it's hard to talk about, and you tell me if I'm wrong, but it also seems, is it accurate to say that sexually you were able to say, Nikki, this is what I would like, this is what I'm into, or blah, 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 and maybe not what Shanann?
No, Nikki just wanted, she wanted what she wanted. She wanted to do it pretty much all the time. I was like, okay, that's fine with me.
Okay.
With Shanann, it was like, hey.
Can I ask you something about that morning that you had sex with Shanann? Did you feel at all like maybe you were kind of cheating on Nikki by doing that?
I felt strange. I felt like, the first time I was with Nikki, I felt weird. First time,
Sure.
And then the last time I was with Shanann, I felt totally strange. I was like, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I had become. I felt like I become people I see on TV, and that did not feel right with me. Like, I didn't know what it happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So Nikki even asked me, like, have you done this before? Have you go straight away? I'm like, I've never even thought about it. It's like, what's different? It's like, yes, it's just you that's different, because I just never actually, like, I've seen girls smile at me before, never done anything about it. With her, it was just like she had a leash on me, she tugged me away. And as soon as she walked, I'm like, the heck, what's going on?
Well, and Tammy brings up a very good point. I wonder if that last time with Shanann having sex had a somewhat of a role, and you're thinking,
Trigger?
I gotta do something, I gotta say something, we gotta have talk, something's gotta change. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I felt like it was like maybe like a trigger point or something like you hit the push button on a bomb and it just blows up.
Right.
Something in my head was just like something was hurt. Just like I had to say something.
Okay. So then, exactly what did you say and what happened?
So when I woke her up, and it's like, hey, we just gotta talk. And I just like told her, I don't feel compatible. I don't feel like this is gonna work. I just, I don't wanna, like, can we cancel a trip to Aspen? Because she had booked a trip that week to go to some like mystery 4-star luxury hotel or something.
Just the two of you or the whole family?
Just me and her.
Okay.
And she had Amanda there to watch the kids that weekend or something.
Okay.
And I was just like, can we cancel that? Can we like do something like that? From what I remember, I even said, can we move to Brighton just to get away from like this house?
Oh.
But like, I'm not sure if that was like in the beginning or the end of part of the conversation or whatnot. The conversation was so many different ways. Like they'd gone from like staying together to not staying together to just like all of the above.
Okay. So this is half an hour, or what?
Definitely not more than I think.
Okay.
I don't think.
Are you crying? You crying?
Or it's like, she's got mascara. She didn't wash her face when she got home. She had makeup on still, so mascara was running all over her and stuff like that. And it was nothing about that conversation. I just wish I could take all of that. Just the whole thing back, everything. But
So then when did it turn?
as far as that conversation, just at the end when I was telling her like I told her I didn't love her anymore. That's when happened.
What happened?
She told me to get off her and I told me
Okay.
Did you say she said something like that you were hurting the baby or something?
that was before that. Like when I was straddling her, it was kind of like around her waist type deal.
Why did you get on her? That?
I just when we got on the bed, it's just where I got on.
Is that so she would listen to you?
Felt like she could probably listen to me just laying beside her, but I got on top of her. And every time I think about it, I'm just like, did I know I was gonna do that before I got on top of her?
Really? That's an interesting thought, Chris. You don't know what you did.
Just like, no, everything that happened that morning, I don't know, like I try to go back in my head, I'm just like, I didn't want to do this, but I did it.
Yo, what it do?
Felt like you had to?
It just
Damn,
felt
it's
like it was,
2:42 in the morning.
I don't even want to say it felt like I had to, it just felt like there was already something in my mind that I
Watching
was planning that I was
YouTube,
gonna
man.
do it, and I woke up that morning, it was gonna happen, and I had no control of it.
You never thought about it before.
It was just like, I don't want, like just like in the sentencing hearing, that prosecutor said it takes 2 to 4 minutes, something like that to happen. Like, why couldn't I just let go?
Feeling like it was in motion and you just couldn't stop it?
Yeah, it was just like, I don't even want to know what she saw when she looked back at me, honestly.
Did you look at her? What was she doing?
But, like,
Why do you think she wasn't fighting?
maybe she was praying, maybe she was just, I read the Bible and said, the scripture says, don't forgive these people for they do not know what they do. Maybe she was saying that, I don't know what she was saying in her head, but she, like when you guys told me, like, take off your shirt and check for defensive wounds, and there wasn't going to be any. She didn't fight you, I don't know why.
If she had could she grab your arms, or were her arms pinned down, or?
So, I don't think, like, I moved toward my knees or around her arms or anything. It was just kind of like when I got on top of her and we started talking, that was it. It's kind of like in my head, or like in the back of my head, that was going to happen. And just like at the end of the conversation, it's just like, that's right. I just wish I could have let go.
Did it seem like it was that long, 2 to 4 minutes? How long did it seem for you?
It's kind of felt like it was longer than it was, because it felt like time was standing still. It's kind of like I just saw my life just disappearing before my eyes, but it's just like I couldn't let go. It was like somebody else, like if you picture somebody else around you, holding your hands, holding you, keep you from not letting go.
At some point there was a sting of rage. Do you feel like you're in a rage at that point?
That's the only way I can describe it, honestly. Like a snap. I know there's my attorney had said like some, strangulation is more of like a, I don't know, passionate type thing. I'm just like, I don't know how that can be passionate.
Because intimate, because you're right, and
Yeah.
gives you in your own hands. A lot different than someone standing across the room and you shooting them or something like that. So
You see, this felt like somebody was like behind me, just like it's
So, then what?
Shanann was because once she was gone, it was just like I didn't know what was going on. It's like it was like a traumatic, I don't know what you call it, traumatic event type and everything, and like I was shaking. I didn't know what had happened. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I had done. I still wasn't in that right state of mind. I don't think like I was in control of what I could think or what I could do at that point in time. Like most people say, like, why didn't you just call 911? I was like, unless you're in that situation,
You don't know.
we don't know what we would have done. It's easy to play Monday morning quarterback.
I agree with that.
Like you said, if somebody shoots somebody, you don't know what they was going through their mind at that point in time. You don't know what you could have done.
So what happened next?
Well, can you remember?
So what happened, Bill? Came in. What she said?
Fine.
Did she hear something? Is that what she
Obviously, I think.
Okay. What did you tell her?
Funny, don't feel good.
Then, did that happen with Bella right in that room?
Not proper.
What happened?
She walked in as she talking about she was sleeping.
Did you take her back to her room?
But she had that sheet and found the slate,
Okay. Then what?
carried her downstairs, backed my truck up.
At that point, were the girls still there? Okay. So then Shanann's in the truck. Then went back to the house.
And got her by in the truck.
Was Bella first or was Cece first?
In the truck.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So Shanann was first, and then Bella was next. Was Bella alive? When you guys got in the truck? Oh, okay. What happened?
Back up.
Okay.
And so this, I don't want to talk this, not this part, honestly. This is my kid, it's just about being, it's not a good night. Help Steve up and say. Every time I see pictures, I don't know how being a dad was the best part of my life. I took it all away. Like I said, there was just like someone else was controlling me that day. I had no control over what I was like to fight back.
yeah.
Like when that prosecutor said that Bella bit her tongue, like repeatedly, I just wanted to just bang my head against the wall.
So you put Shanann in the truck, and then you put the two girls in the truck. Were they just sitting in their car seats, or I guess they didn't bring out car seats in your truck, did they?
Sitting in the back with the, like in that bench
So Shanann was back there too.
on the floor.
What did they say about the man being on the floor?
Not be okay.
What'd you tell them?
She'll be fine.
Did you have their stuff with them, with their toys and their blankets and stuff?
They had something with them that they carried. One of them, I think CC and Bella had like a blanket or something with them, like a pink blanket or.
What about the dog? I think one of them had a dog, right? That talked, or
Yeah, one of them had like a little barking dog.
was that with you too? Do you know?
I think it was. Trying to, it's hard to remember. Like if
Yeah.
they had like big blanket, small blanket.
So, I think I saw on the video that you put a gas can or something in the back of your truck. Was that right? Did you have different plans? Where did you put that in there?
I don't know what was going through my head. I felt like maybe I could just get rid of myself at the same time if I was doing all this, honestly.
Yeah.
You should think about that.
What'd you think about that?
I didn't feel like I deserved to live after what happened.
Was there any thought to the whole family going away that day? To include you?
After everything happened, that's the definite thought.
Yes.
Honestly, I just felt like I had to live.
Yeah.
I never was like, whatever judgment I was gonna come upon myself, I just didn't deserve at that point. Where
So you were thinking initially about starting a fire out there, or an explosion or something, or?
just no, not for that. Just like maybe I could just take care of myself. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
I don't have weapons. I've never hunted before in my life. I don't know what. Nothing was right that morning.
So did you drive straight out there? So what were you thinking on the way out there?
It was kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm just like, nervous, shaking, not knowing what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, my life has completely changed. I don't know, like, what's happening. Like, honestly, like, I try to picture that whole ride, like, it's like 45 minutes to an hour ride out there. And it's just like, couldn't I have, like, saved my girl's life? Couldn't I have done something? Why did I do it? I don't know.
Right.
Like, this is my flesh and blood. This is, like, what I wanted all my life, was to be a dad, just to have, you know, kids, and they love me, they, you know, all that. And it just nothing made sense.
Right.
Like, the whole tank, nothing made sense. I'm just like, what the doing?
Mm-hmm. So what happened when you got out there?
I took Shanann out just to a place off to the site,
Mm-hmm.
and then
What were the girls doing when you were doing that?
so
And then what happened after that?
CC was first. He didn't have a blanket. He had a blue blanket, a Yankee blanket.
So was she alive when she went into the oil tank? No?
I put the blanket over her head.
And that's how she passed. Good breathe.
I put the blanket over her head. I just wanted, no. I strangled her right there in the backseat.
What was Bella doing?
It was later.
Did she understand? Did she know what was going on?
Didn't say anything.
And then the same for Bella. Just without a blanket.
With blanket.
Oh, good.
I didn't look. It's like every time I closed my eyes, I started to hear her say, "Daddy, no," and that was it.
That's what Bella said.
I hear that every day.
Sorry, man.
I'm sorry, it doesn't take anything back that I did.
No. Is it possible that in your mind you didn't want them to suffer throughout their life? Was this like a mercy thing?
I mean, you could say that like after the fact, but it was just like, I don't,
You didn't feel like that during that?
I just didn't, I felt like it was just like an anger with Shanann, with everything that I was just taking it out on everybody that was in front of me that morning.
Yeah.
Kids growing up without their parents, they, I mean, depending on what grandparents or whoever they grew up with, seemed to be fine, but it was just like, it was an anger thing. It was just like,
Or what were you so angry at Shanann about? Like if you could pinpoint it.
nothing that makes anybody want to do this. You could be angry at your spouse like your whole life, but you should never have done anything like this. You should never let it get to that point. Or let it get to a point where I've never been angry before. Like, this is like the epitome of being angry.